El saxofón está hecho de mangos de cucharas y botones.
Este contrabajo está hecho de un tambor de productos químicos. Esta flauta está hecha de un tubo de agua, monedas, pedazos de cubiertos, pedazos de candado y otros pedazos de basura que conforman la flauta.
La idea de crear una orquesta ya con estos instrumentos surgió un poco a propuesta del maestro Saram, que al ver los instrumentos que habíamos producido de manera didáctica, dijo, ¿por qué no hacemos un grupo, 2 o 3 instrumentos para mostrar a la gente? La construcción de los instrumentos con la basura. Nosotros hacemos música de esto.
Basically speaking, we have 2 choices there. Emergency choice or ideal choice, or something leading to ideal. Therefore, of course, music has no limits and you can play with any instrument that you have available, right? But that doesn't mean like those childs there playing with instruments made out of garbage. Yeah, it's been inspiring and all that, but that's not the ideal thing. It doesn't mean we should aspire to do that. Right? Or, as some people said, well, if the player is a good player, then the instrument doesn't matter. That's also not true, right? Because there are 4 possibilities here. Good player with a good guitar, good player with a bad guitar, and then bad player with a good guitar, and bad player with a bad guitar. 4 things. Just like also in quality of instruments, there may be other 4 possibilities, which is an expensive, great guitar, or a nice instrument which is expensive also, or an inexpensive, good guitar, and also it may be a bad guitar, expensive one with flaws or things like that, and another expensive and bad also. So it may be expensive and good guitar, also expensive bad guitar, or inexpensive good and inexpensive bad. There are 4 things there. So you have to consider that, because generally what happens in instruments is that commercial brands and all that, when the buyers get those instruments, they are doing the favor to the firm or to the brand to buy it. Right? But when quality is there on an instrument, it's their makers or the producers, the makers, which are doing the favor to us players to let us get one of their instruments. So it's the other way around. That's the difference between lower, average, medium, and high quality instruments. High quality instrument is a privilege, right? And therefore, nothing happens if you cannot have it, but something leading to ideal means just the basic instrument which tunes well, just like this. For example, this here, Santos Hernandez 1927, this is a nice example of a choice leading to ideal, because this guitar tunes perfectly well, sounds great, and is inexpensive, right? When compared with other top models or instruments which are great and expensive. This is a fantastic guitar and an expensive one also, for what it is, right? So therefore, choice may be also emergency choice or ideal choice. Therefore, it's better, as I mentioned before, it's much better that the students or the practitioners, they save some money there. Instead of buying 3 bad guitars, right, they should get one of good quality. Just the minimum necessary. It's an instrument which tunes well, which is easy to play, and which you can play well, which is easy to play. Right? And tunes properly, it has to tune also, otherwise you will get used. Measurements should be exact, perfect, and everything. So therefore, that's also an ideal choice. And therefore, this is different. Basically, it's 2 things: ideal or emergency. But if we have to do an emergency choice, which I know about that because I see many players and students and of all different socioeconomical conditions, etc. People that you watch just at the beginning of the video, these guys there, they simply cannot afford an instrument, so they play with that. But when they got the job in the orchestra, then now they got a nice violin, right? Because they cannot keep playing the instruments made of garbage eternally. Nor that means that we should aspire to that. So, because also you need to like how you play, and to like how you play, you need a certain quality in tuning and all that. Right? That has nothing to do with price. Again, please watch the description. I will post this video about the fallacy of this price versus this ratio, so-called ratio, quality versus price. There is nothing like that. Quality is one thing and price is another, totally different. Right? And in fact, by the way, when the quality of a guitar is not there, the only thing left to talk about is price. Isn't it? But when quality is there, then price doesn't matter. That's what is the thing, because music is priceless. And to enjoy music is also priceless. To like how you play you yourself, you're the first person who has to like how you sound, otherwise how others will like it. It's just a logic thing. And to do that, you need an instrument that brings you to the next level, right? That's why it's all progressive. And in fact, well, I have 30 years playing, and this evolution, it happens also naturally. Like this year, last year, I changed totally to the maybe fretboard instrument because I feel I play much better there. So even after years of practicing or playing, either professionally or for fun, you will develop to a next thing. It means sometimes guitars, those garbage instruments made out of garbage, right, were useful at a certain point of their career, those child's career, right? But at some point will not be useful anymore. So same thing, guitars sometimes are not good, or anything is not very good, but in one moment of specific moment, it was useful to someone, right? So to me, instruments that I played in the past, many tons of it, of any kind, are not anymore useful, and therefore I changed to this style of light fretboard, etc., because it suits my playability now. So therefore, you have to see the moment. What's the moment, the specific moment, what is useful for you and what you can also afford. But it's worth to understand these principles here. And therefore, it's a very good question what you did for the magazine. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.